There's a real survival level need to be in control. And a lot of the way that works is through our mind. We want our mind to be able to figure things out so that we can feel safer, we can feel better. And there's also the issue of other people controlling us. There's codependence comes into this. There's a lot of rich territory here. So, however that might work for you, we're going to do a longish rest at the beginning. And as we're doing the rest, you could be noticing what comes up around that. There might be thoughts or energy in the body. So feel free to go into the inquiry sooner and then come back to rest if you like. It's always good to relax and rest first whenever we're going to do an inquiry, because it helps us to remain aware that we're looking at pictures or hearing words or looking at words, and we're feeling sensation. We're doing a mindfulness practice when we inquire. And that's really the difference between just letting something kind of roam around in our mind and we get really carried away with something. And when we do an inquiry, we're going right into it. And we're also maintaining the awareness of our body and our breath and of our witness perspective. Inquiry is a mindfulness practice in the meditation tradition. So it's helpful to rest first so that we can tune into that, knowing that everything is transitory, it comes and goes. And as we watch and are aware of what it is that's coming and going in our body, our breath, our thoughts, the idea is that at least some of the time it settles enough so that we can also be aware of what doesn't come and go, what never changes. And really, that's the fundamental truth of our lives and our situation, is that on one level, it matters very much what happens. And we have a lot of strategies to try and work with that and make it better, to be safe, to be connected. And on another level, none of that matters because we're always whole, we're always safe. It's out of the arena of the transitory experiences that we have. Tuning into your physical body, we're noticing what's happening in our body. It's very, very helpful to be aware of our body. It's the healing ground, really. When we go into control, we're often going into thoughts in the mind. And our anxiety in particular is often, well, what if this happens? Oh, then I could do this. And why is that happening? And if I could just figure it out. And we often have a lot of anxiety in the mind that's caused by our attempt to control our external environment. And so when we give that up for a few minutes and rest, tends to allow us to relax a bit more. And we've all had the experience of resting, really, truly resting, and of knowing that everything is okay. It might be when we're cuddled up with someone we love, or we're out for a walk in nature and we feel the sun on our skin. Everything else releases for some period of time. Could just be a few seconds, it might be longer. And notice your body from head to toes. If we're really relaxed like that, there's not really much tension in the body. Even the habitual tension tends to soften. And as we scan our body, the body will naturally release that contraction or tension. If it's tight muscles in the forehead or the eyebrows, just bringing our attention there allows it to soften a bit. Notice what the environment is in your thought stream just behind the forehead. Thinking about our problems or thinking about something is helpful in a way and in the right time. And during a rest, it's really not that helpful or even necessary. It might feel like there's an urgency there. But just see if you can reassure your mind that for the next 10 or 15 minutes, we want to stay focused on relaxing and then on the inquiry. Relax your eyes, your chin, your cheeks, corners of your mouth. So the whole of your face is soft. You come inside, notice the air that's flowing in your nose down into your throat. Notice your jaw, your teeth. Put a bit of space between your upper and lower jaw if there isn't already. We use our faculty of speech for a lot of things, including protection, communication, connecting. For right now, we could let all of those come to rest. Let your vocal cords be still as well. Relax your throat, your neck. Bring your attention to the sides of your neck, your shoulders, down through your arms. Our arms and our legs, our hands and our feet are the way we move about in the world, the way we do a lot of our action. Allow those to be relaxed. Notice the whole of your head, your neck and shoulders, your arms, your legs. And then tune into the back of your body, back of your neck, your shoulders, the upper back, between the shoulder blades, all those large muscles. Let your shoulders rest away from your ears. If you notice any kind of a defensive shielding along the back of your neck and the upper back, see if it's really necessary right in this moment. And if it's not, allow it to rest. And bring your attention through from the back to the interior, the space protected by your rib cage. The large muscles of the chest and of the stomach. And focus for a few minutes now just on the breath and on the feeling of your body moving with your breath. The breath is such a helpful focus for our mind, and it helps to relax our body as well. It brings us a fresh supply of oxygen, releases the old air. Let yourself exhale and soften. Inhale fully. Notice what happens in the body when you breathe. And then let's turn our attention to the question, to the inquiry. And we could start with the word control. You can hear the sounds. You could put the letters up in your mind's eye or like they're on a page. And whatever else the sentence might contain. Could be just the word control. Could be I'm fighting for control. I hate being out of control. Whatever it is, let it come to mind. And we'll start with the words, hearing the sounds, looking at them as though they're written out. You can have your eyes open if you want and put the words on the other wall. And notice your response to the words. Notice if anywhere in your body tightens up. Notice there might be other thoughts come in, some kind of energy. If there's an intensity to words or pictures, we can always tap. Just bring the attention to it, and then as soon as you start to tap, just 2 fingers between the eyebrows on the forehead. Transfer all of your attention away from the words or pictures and into the sensation, sound of the tapping. Bring your attention back as you bring your hand down. Inquiry is really a noticing. We're looking at a word and noticing what's associated with that for us. There might be memories, person's face, some kind of a fear sensation. I'm going to give it some time. Keep coming back to the words, and if images or memories are coming up, go to them. Let's see what it is that's associated with this word, control. Keep your mind focused. Be aware of your breath, your body. And maintain this position or perspective of the witness. This is an inquiry. We're looking at things. We're not actually experiencing them again. There might be memories of previous times or fear about something coming ahead. And notice if there's a sense of what part of you wants to be in control or needs the safety of control. It might be a certain age. You might have an image of that, memories. Stay connected with your body and your breath as you're looking. And if words and pictures are coming to a bit of a rest, then you can always just focus again in your body. Notice the energy that's in your body. Notice the location, what it feels like. Rest your attention on the energy or sensation. And then we just wait. See if there's other words, memories. Curious to know what it is that's coming up around this word, control. And touch back into that reassurance, that part of us that doesn't need to control. And we're not making that part bad. The part that needs control, that's a natural function of the human experience, is that we need control. And we can look at it and see how much of that is formed on beliefs from a time when we didn't feel as resourceful and resilient as we do now. Could be a leftover that we could have a look at. And also notice and touch into that part of us that's okay, even when things aren't going well for us. And sometimes that's very accessible, and other times it seems like it's not. But sometimes just focusing on the breath can give us a bit of space. Noticing the softness of our face, the reliability of the breath. A reminder that we're witnessing or observing. We're interested in what it is that comes up around this. And then review what's come up for you over this last 20 minutes or so. And notice if there's anything that you need to bring forward, that you need to maybe do some more inquiry on or look into a little bit more. Make a mental note of that. And come back to resting. As we let go of the inquiry, we can just tune in again to the body. Notice what's happening in your body now, especially as compared to when you started. We can't really predict that. Sometimes there'll be more softness and relaxation, sometimes not as much. Tune back into that again. Let your body relax. Check your face, forehead and eyebrows, eyes, your mouth and jaw, your shoulders and neck, down through your upper back, through your chest, arms, and legs. And take a moment to notice your breath, the flow of air in your nostrils, or the feeling of the body moving with your breath. Let your stomach soften so that your breath can become smoother and easier. And then when you're ready, open your eyes.